Sorry, this is gonna flash. I'll just I'll cover the flash. Hey guys, I'm back and I have more film for you guys and another camera. I actually showed you guys this camera in the first video when I was showing you the Minolta X700. And I do want to ask your forgiveness that I did not really talk all that much about the camera. And there are more details that I didn't share, such as the fact that it has an internal light meter, and that's why a lot of people use it, and that's a great perk. But as you're going to see from this video, which I'm very excited to show you, these photos actually look a lot better. And I'm not sure exactly if the camera has anything to do with it or just my ability to take a good picture. Today, I have for you guys the Fuji Discovery 90, or some people call it like the Fuji date camera or something. I don't know what the proper term is, but it says Discovery 90, and it's basically a fully automatic film camera with a flash. I got this for $10 on Facebook Marketplace, and yeah, I didn't have high expectations for it, and I can't even really give you guys the best review of it because the one I got, the settings don't work. This menu on the back, there's supposed to be a menu right here, doesn't work. I have batteries in it, and as you saw in the intro, the flash works, so it's not the battery's fault. And the annoying thing about that is one of the settings is turning the flash off. And I think that's been one of the biggest gripes I've had with this camera, is that I can't turn the flash off, and I haven't been able to the whole time I used it. I shot 2 rolls of film in this camera, and both of them I had never shot before. The first roll was Kodak Color Plus 200, which I liked more than I thought I would. And then I shot Fuji Pro 400H, and I shot that in Southern California. So this is kind of a part 2 of the Southern California shooting film video. Unfortunately, I don't have any shots of me taking these pictures because the first roll was quite a while back, and then this is still California, so I didn't even bring my digital camera there for the second roll. So I'm going to walk you through the pictures real quick, and you guys can let me know what you think in the comments. I'm really pleased with them, and I'm quite concerned that they looked so much better than the ones from the last video from the Minolta X700. So let's get into it. So these first few photos, I took those as just kind of mess around photos, you know, so I would just whip it out, shoot it outside my window or shoot it at home. And I just wanted to make sure it was working, see how I should use it. And also just trying to figure out, when will this flash stop going off? You'll see that I shot some photos outside on the Kodak Color Plus, and I shot that outside broad day. And granted, it was overcast, but the flash was still going off at 200 ISO speed. And so I was like, what the heck is this? And then I took these photos in this interesting area over in Missouri, and it was in Lee Summit, Missouri, and I just stumbled upon it. I was actually going to pick up a free couch, and the lady just gave me the wrong address, like the swindler that she was. And I didn't end up with a couch that day, but I ended up with these photos, so would rather have had the couch. But I kind of like them, and I was very impressed at the sharpness that this camera provided. It's a f8 lens, I think, but I've liked so many photos that I've taken on this camera. Again, it's a $10 point and shoot, and I'm sure that you could find someone selling it. So I shot these photos. They look kind of grungy and cool, and there were these old abandoned buildings One was like fenced off and they had these huge doors, and they kind of had that California aesthetic. But again, this was in Missouri, so I was quite interested in why they were there. It was a really nice area, wealthy area, but there was just these random abandoned buildings. Then I shot the Fuji 400 Plus or 400 Pro, sorry, getting them mixed up. And I started shooting that in Missouri. And then I shot my favorite photos by far in California. And you know what? Just take a look at these. I was blown away with the pictures. I've always heard, Fuji greens are beautiful, and I've heard Fuji Pro 400H is akin to Portra 400 and things like that. But I didn't think it would be this good. I didn't think it would be this vibrant, sharp, and clean. And I think I've taken some of my best compositions and cleanest pictures. Now, I'm new. Remember, I'm new. But still, I love almost all of the photos I took in California on this camera. And my mindset when I was out there was, I'm saving the Minolta and the Portra for the best shots. Meanwhile, this thing had a pot of gold on it that I was just kind of like, well, we'll see what happens. I didn't think they were going to be any good. I really didn't. And so the fact that I got them back and they were so much cleaner and so much sharper taught me, okay, maybe I don't suck. Okay, I could. It could be my ability to use an SLR that's a little bit more manual, but it's still not that manual. Just the focus. Or there's something wrong with that camera. It's just bad. So, yeah, I'm quite interested to find out if it was just that camera or if it's my technique or both. But yeah, back to these pictures. Sorry. So these pictures are fire. The greens are insane. The skin tones, so beautiful. And I think that by far my top three are the one of the boat, the one of the car driving by. I mean, that one is just fire. You got the car coming in on the right with the old man happy and driving. You got that, whatever that lifeguard hut or whatever is in the middle. And then you got this couple sitting down enjoying food to the left. And then beyond them, you have the ocean. It is just an absolutely beautiful composition. Now, I'm not a master and I'm not a professional, so it could be better. But I literally just whipped out my camera, got down, and shot that photo. I was so excited to take that. And that was the one I was most excited to see, and I'm happy it turned out as well as it did. So the boat, and then that one. And then there was one more that isn't coming to mind, but I'll show it to you right now. And I'm sure you'll be like, wow, yeah, that's really cool. And I really liked the photos that I took of my wife and my son. Those were really cool. And yeah. So enough rambling. I think that this camera is so worth $10. And if you can get one where the settings work, even more so. I really recommend this camera. And I don't think Fuji point and shoot film cameras does sponsorships, so I don't have to say I'm sponsored by them, but I'm a Fuji fanboy all the way now. I had never shot Fuji 400. I shot this on the Color Plus, but whatever. Honestly, when I saw those photos, I was like, I could shoot that film stock every single time. And I intend to shoot it far more often. The problem is where I live, all the greenery's gone. So I'm kind of like really saddened by that, and I'll have to wait. I'm thinking about switching primarily to black and white for the winter, but we'll see. I'm currently on a roll of Kodak Ultramax, and that's my first time shooting that. So I'm really happy that I started this channel because you guys get to see me try a lot of new things because I'm so new. And I hope that you guys enjoy it. And if you guys have any questions or you would want more details in my content, I haven't been like preparing too much. I've just been kind of giving you guys the rant of my experiences, and I hope that it's interesting, and I hope that you like seeing me grow in my photography. Like I said, I think these are the best photos I've taken so far, and it could just be the camera, but again, if it's the camera, then you should go out and buy one because 10 bucks is cheap. I will say though, the last two rolls that I got, so I had some Kodak 200. The Cinestill was okay. I got it to work, but it was funky. When I was loading in the 200, let me just show you how this works real quick, if I can remember. Okay, so that just pops open, and I loaded it in here, and it auto advances. You just kind of pull it over as far as I can remember. And it just started winding it all the way up. Wasted a whole roll of film, and I had that film Amazoned on my second to last day in California because I just wanted to keep shooting. So that was an absolute bummer. But after seeing these photos, I'm willing to try again and waste a roll just to see if I can keep using it. But I'd love to find one that I can actually turn the flash off with. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will see you again in the next one.